Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. So today we're discussing a sort of a what-if watch. It is a very faithful rendition of how Jaeger-LeCoultre of the modern era imagines a 1950s deep sea diving chronograph might have appeared had such a thing existed. So, what you're looking at is a 2012 model year Jaeger-LeCoultre Deep Sea Vintage Chronograph. It followed up on 2011's Memovox Tribute to Deep Sea, which was a very faithful recreation of the original late 50s E857 diving alarm, which was JLC's take on the diving genre back before the standards were made uniform for the category. And the original was an alarm that would sound a klaxon when your dive time was up. So this watch right here takes the essential aesthetic of the Tribute to Deep Sea and the original E857 and ports it over to a chronograph format. So in terms of size, materials, and look, it's very similar. The Tribute to Deep Sea came out in 2011, and with this model here, the Deep Sea, for a while, became a full model line at Jaeger-LeCoultre. And this is 40.5 millimeters in diameter in steel. It is 49.2 lug tip to lug tip. It's 13.5 millimeters thick, and it's got a 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs. In vintage fashion, the crystal is a true plexiglass or thermoplastic. And we have this tropic-style strap designed to emulate that on the original diving alarm. You can see on the bottom, calf skin. On the top, it has sort of a cross-hatched, varied texture, hot stamped pattern. In profile, sheer cut and lacquered for refinement with a monotone stitch. Very vintage-inspired, completely unbranded steel buckle. And a relatively narrow case band with minimal beveling and squared-off lugs in a fashion very true to the original Memovox Deep Sea diving alarm. Taking a look at it on the wrist, you can see it's actually fairly broad from lug to lug. Well, it's not a huge watch. It is wide across the wrist, so you're probably going to want to wear this on a wrist of 15 centimeters circumference or larger. In spite of the vintage vibes, it's not small. In terms of thickness, it's fairly slim, and in fact, with a deeply cupped case back, it sits down on the wrist and actually sits lower than its measured thickness. It should fit just fine underneath a dress cuff. Now, the watch, of course, is a sports watch, which means it has two critical ingredients, at least by modern standards. The first is that it is highly water resistant, 100 meters water resistant, and then the second is that it has a large amount of luminescence on the dial side. Now, it's important to recognize that as with the original Deep Sea, which was an alarm, not a conventional diver, this bezel does not move. It is firmly anchored, and it'll help you get your bearings and find the four corners of the dial, but it will not act as a dive time reference. The watch features a sort of fauxtina aesthetic, which adds a little bit of warmth. If this had all been white, I have to admit the watch wouldn't be as endearing. Fauxtina is a bit of a controversial thing. I like it as a complementary color. It can be a bit cloying, but it can also be very effective. And this adds much needed heat to a dial that would otherwise be a bit austere. Important details include the style of the printing, the fact that there are no appliques on this dial. We've got these lovely radially arrayed Arabic numerals on the sub-registers. We've got a granular texture to the dial base itself, and then these lovely syringe-style hands. The shape of the indices is another tribute to the original deep sea diving alarm, and then outboard you can see we've got an unbranded crown, which is another nod to antiquity and the way things used to be done. Of course, no crown guards here. This is a very old style. We have a metal anodized insert here with elements of luminova added at the four corners. And on the reverse side, you can see the man with the aqua lung and the spear and the flippers, and that was an element of the original diving alarm, of course. And the use of the LeCoultre nomenclature on the back, a nod to the fact that those that would have been retailed in the United States back in the late 50s and early 60s would have been LeCoultre branded rather than Jaeger-LeCoultre branded. So this watch gives you both. Deep Sea is two words on these. Deep Sea is one word at Rolex. At Jaeger-LeCoultre, it's two words. Special edition, though not necessarily a limited edition by number, the way the tribute to Deep Sea was. The watch features JLC's automatic caliber 751G movement inside. It's an automatic winder, unidirectional winding, hybrid ceramic rotor bearings, the unidirectional winding more effective and more efficient on the wrist Then a bidirectional winding system. It's got twin mainspring barrels, 65-hour power reserve. When you pull the crown out, it does have hacking seconds. It's a 4 hertz beat rate. All that pivots on 37 joules, and it's a free-sprung balance for better precision of adjustment and also better shock resistance. The watch features a very crisp and gratifying column wheel function selector, and then a modern vertical clutch. So if you want to leave the chronograph running full-time, there will be no additional hazard, wear, or tear to the watch. That's not a problem with the vertical clutch. Vertical clutch also means that the chronograph hand starts without any jump or stagger when you initiate timing. And then we have this lovely polished internal bezel that creates beautiful reflections. Lots to love inside and out. And of course, the movement is a manufacturer, JLC. JLC wasn't actually in the business of making in-house automatic chronographs until the 2000s, so this does have that refinement. And it features something else too, the Master 1000 Hours Control, which is a more than 41-day continuous test of the fully assembled watch for winding efficiency, power reserve, water resistance, durability, as well as chronometric timing in multiple positions. So it passes that high bar as well. Lots to love, elements of past and present in this timepiece, and a relatively rare piece. They don't show up often. Reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.